So, hey, Joe, what's your favorite comic book war movie like character? What would that be?
My favorite character from a comic book war movie.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Probably Steve. I'd have to say.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's see. Which one?
The American soldier.
Um, yeah. Yes, Steve.
Yeah,
But
Steve the American soldier.
which one? Could you be more specific, please?
Yeah, he fought in a world war.
Okay. Could you
patriotic.
keep elaborating?
Sure. He's blonde.
It,
He was played by a dude named Chris.
Okay, I feel like you're being very specific and yet not specific enough.
Okay. His girlfriend is a brunette who's not from America.
Yet again, I am lost for words.
Yeah. Really loves the place where she's from.
Uh-huh.
Planes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it's clear now. I get it.
Oh, it is. Okay, who is it?
Yeah. Steve Austin.
You've cracked the code.
We live in a time and age where comic book based films and shows are being released like nobody's business. In times like these, one can't help but wonder what happened to all the films that were deemed unworthy to be released. What about the ones that were never even put into production? What if they were released? What if?
Well, that was ominous. And hello, everybody. Welcome back to What If, Episode 8. So this time, I was about to say this month, but Lord knows that ain't true. This episode, we're going to be talking about the canceled Wonder Woman film. Now, Chase, you are you're the one out of our duo that actually has seen the new Wonder Woman film, and you said it was pretty dang good.
Agreed. Yeah, that's for sure.
What if I told you that there was a version of this film written by Joss Whedon that was never released, or, well, never even made?
Wow. Yeah, that's astonishing, really.
So I'll give you a little background on this to begin with, and most of this is from my personal knowledge about the project, and then later on we'll get into an actual article that was written by Screen Rant. Now, anyone who's listening to this right now, you can go and you can read the script yourself if you feel so inclined. Of course, just do it after you listen to the episode, because
or possibly even while
we need that
you're
views.
listening.
Oh, hey,
hey,
yeah. You don't have to concentrate to our commentary as long as it's running in the background and we're getting that view time. It's all good.
It's all good. Just hit that thumbs up and read along.
Hit that thumbs up.
Yes.
Just smash that like button. Okay, anyway.
Oh, wow. That's...
Dude, I'm a YouTuber now. That's what I gotta do. I gotta beg for likes.
Yeah, we've got the camera and everything.
Got the Yep, Chase just bought a camera. But
That's
yeah,
right.
so, now, Joss Whedon is a feminist. And by that, I don't mean that he is... By that, I mean... I gotta be careful how I word this, because I'll get in trouble. I mean that he is for the empowerment of women and believes that men and women should be treated equally. You can see his mentality in almost any of his works. Like Firefly, there are very strong female characters, especially stuff like Dollhouse, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, stuff like that have female leads. Obviously, very, very, very big component of... I said component, proponent. That's what I meant. He's an advocate. He's an advocate of women's rights, and all the more power to him, because, that's good. Fight the good fight and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But, so he came to Warner Brothers with a rough draft of his script for the Wonder Woman film, and, let's just say they didn't go for it.
Obviously.
See, now, what had happened, and of course there's been different reports, but one of the reports claimed that, well, they basically laughed in his face, right?
Correct.
And then said, you're never going to make anything, like, successful in your life.
Look at me now.
And then he made Avengers, and Avengers Age of Ultron, and then now they hired him to make Batgirl, and now he's taking over directing duties from Zack Snyder on Justice League. So, I see. But, yeah. Don't worry, he's just not doing anything busy right now. But, anyway. Yeah. It's nothing big at all. But...
just slight success. You know.
To be fair, I have heard some people say that it wasn't, like, his best work. But, of course... It was a rough draft. And either way...
Everybody starts somewhere, guys.
Everybody starts somewhere. To be fair, he didn't start there. That was like mid-2000s. He was working back in the 90s. Question, do you know a little known indie film named Toy Story?
Oh, yeah. I may have heard of that.
Yeah, originally it was going to be kind of terrible until I almost said Zack Snyder. Until Joss Whedon got a hold of the script. Like, actually, though... Joss Whedon made Toy Story good.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. That's an actual thing. But
thank you, Joss.
Now that we've kind of set the stage for this script and kind of like told you the main players and stuff like that. Now there wasn't really any actors attached to the script. I'll go ahead and lay that out before we get into it. There weren't any actors at all because trying to say Zack Snyder, I don't know why. Because Joss Whedon usually likes to work with actors that are kind of basically unknown. That's the term that most people use. Are, actors that haven't made a huge name for themselves already in Hollywood. That's kind of his thing. That's what he likes to do. But
right.
So we'll go ahead and get into the script real quick. Now, Chase. Would you have just taken on, like, face value before you even saw the new Wonder Woman film? Would you have rather seen a Joss Whedon Wonder Woman film or the one that was coming out?
Okay, now, have I seen, in this alternate reality, have I seen Avengers and Avengers 2?
Yes.
Then yes.
And you've seen Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad of Man of Steel, so.
Yeah.
So you would have rather had seen this.
I mean, I feel like...
And we'll say you
Joss
haven't seen the trailers yet, you just know, okay, so you can either go see this Joss Whedon Wonder Woman film that he's been working on for a while, or one that's kind of in the same universe as Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I probably would have seen Joss's.
Yup. No, and this is no diss towards the new film, obviously, because from everything I hear, it's actually a really great film, and I'm looking forward to finally being able to see it whenever that happens. Hopefully soon. Hopefully.
Yes.
So now, Whedon actually spoke about this this project. Here's a quote, if you will. He says, I worked really hard on that movie, and it's meant a lot to me. But I don't know if what I was trying to do would fit in with what the studio's vision is. I had to take on the film that, well, nobody liked. We just saw different movies. And at the price range this kind of movie hangs in, that's never going to work. So basically he's saying, yeah, I had to kind of take the project that nobody really wanted. And, that's actually kind of also a Joss Whedon thing to do, is to take the movies that nobody really wants to do. But anyway.
He likes a challenge.
Yeah, indeed. Like, he made a cowboy sci-fi western good. Like, that, he did it.
Sometimes
he made it one of the best TV shows out there that only got one frickin' season. Um,
Sometimes you just don't have time for cowboys and sci-fi, so you gotta like just shove it together.
Sometimes you don't have time for cowboys and aliens. Is that what you're saying? That's not a very good movie.
I
Anyway,
was about to say,
uh,
come on.
it's not that good. It's not okay. But yeah. So now, obviously, he kind of had to take on this project that he didn't really want, and by the end of the day, Warner Brothers didn't necessarily like the price range that the movie probably would have cost to make, and they just kind of felt like they wanted to go in different directions. So now this film would have actually been like set in modern times, and it would have been basically just a film about Steve and Diana, of course being Steve Trevor and Wonder Woman. Kind of have to specify that now after that opening, don't we?
Just maybe, yeah.
But yeah, so now again, like we were saying, you can kind of read, not even kind of, you can read the entire script right now if you just feel so inclined. But Chase, I tell
Yeah.
you what,
Mhm.
I'll let you talk about the film for a little bit because we haven't really done that yet.
All right. So, am I talking about Joss Whedon's or?
Joss Whedon's.
All right, cool. Okay. So, just going off of it, just like Joseph said, they did release the script, so we do have like, a rough idea of what it was going to be. And it would have, like Joseph said, it would have been set in modern day, and it basically would have had Diana leaving Themyscira for the first time, and just, her and Steve Trevor having to deal with kind of street level thugs and criminals. And, yeah, I mean, all in all, it doesn't seem like, you know, the type of film that would be, um, something that uh, would require Joss Whedon's, spice on it. But it just seems like a low level, like a low budget film rather than, you know, it almost reminds me of the Netflix TV shows rather than, a big budget DC movie.
So yeah, from a lot of what I was reading, it kind of reminded me a lot of the Christopher Reeve Superman film,
Yes.
where
Yeah.
she just kind of comes to America, starts fighting crime and all that. And I mean, the main villain of the piece would have been Ares,
Right.
and that would have been the main crux of the film. And from what I'm hearing, that's basically the main villain of the actual movie as well, the new one that just came out. But you know, uh, which it makes sense because Ares is actually a big player in the Wonder Woman comics. But yeah, so it would have been interesting to see that kind of take on Wonder Woman. And I know that in the movie, the new one, I have to specify, the Patty Jenkins Wonder Woman film. I know that a lot of that was like inspired by even the Christopher Reeve type of Superman and like its hope and everything. And
Yep.
it echoed in that character from a lot of what I'm hearing, and it makes me even more excited because look, Superman, the Christopher Reeve film directed by
Uh-oh.
directed by come
Bring
on,
it back. Bring it back.
Richard Donner.
There you go.
Booyah. It's not, obviously it's not a perfect film. I mean, still got the flying around the Earth backwards thing in there, which I mean it made sense because it was the 70s, and either way, it was supposed to symbolize him going back in time, not necessarily reversing time by spinning the world backwards. But, yeah, obviously it's not a perfect film. Every film has problems, but it's the best Superman film, live action at least, because it captured the heart and essence of Superman and the character. And I think that's exactly what I'm looking forward to in the new Wonder Woman film. And I know that Joss Whedon's script would have done that because he is a huge, huge, huge guy when it comes to writing strong characters. And that's
Mhm.
kind of, that's his thing to do. Like, you can just look at Age of Ultron. How much time did we spend on that farm getting to know all these characters really well?
Yeah.
They spent a good deal of the movie just on the Barton farm because you got to know the characters a good bit more,
Oh
and
yeah.
it shows a lot of like what he would rather do. So now, obviously, we can read the script and everything. It begins with Steve crashing the plane on to Themyscira, and it ends with Steve and Diana in the city, and it kind of ends with a joke about her being able to fly. She's like, now, he's like, now Diana, you can't fly, or something like that. Made a joke about the jet or whatever, and she turns around and goes, can't, that type of deal. Cut to black. The words Wonder Woman. Movie's over.
Boom.
No.
I will say she has the single most awesome theme ever.
If only
Like,
the editing in Batman vs Superman was better, where it wasn't so dadgum loud
yeah,
and out
gosh.
of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because like all of a sudden she's like, I'm looking at an email, a picture, banana, a picture.
Play my theme song. You got it,
Just
Miss
like,
Diana
this is-
Prince.
It's the most insane and most awesome email scrolling you've ever seen, dude. But now, so obviously this is probably one of the this is probably one of the movies that we've known the most about, looking at all the ones that we've done. See, because we have the entire script. The thing about, say, like Batman Triumphant and Spider-Man 4 and like X-Men Origins Magneto, we didn't really have the entire script out there.
Correct. Yeah.
So
I
we
don't
were
think it
kinda
ever got that far along.
Yeah. So we were kind of scrapping at like bits and pieces. So now I kind of want to encourage everybody out there, if you want to know more about this movie, please go and read the script. It's by Joss Whedon. The worst it can be is just all right. Honestly, because it's Joss Whedon. That man could do no wrong. But yeah, so Chase, do you have anything that you would like to add before we do our little ending thing?
No, I honestly think it would have been a pretty awesome film. Would have loved to see it.
Now, Chase, I keep forgetting. How does this one thing end where it's, because we freaking take so much time in between these episodes. But how do we end this one bit? It's if you go to an alternate universe where this movie is showing.
Mm-hmm.
How do we keep ending this? I swear we change it every time.
I have no idea. I think last time we did, if we woke up in the movie theater and this was playing, would we stay to watch it or would we leave?
That makes more sense. So yeah, Chase, if you were and all of a sudden woke up in an alternate universe, you didn't know your name, all that, or well, no, okay, you know your name. You just wake up in a theater, right? And
Correct.
just like you're like, okay, wait, how did I get here? And then all of a sudden, Joss Whedon's Wonder Woman comes on. Would you watch the movie?
I would, but I would be very confused on why I was in a theater, but I would definitely enjoy myself.
I would all of a sudden look around and be like, Joss Whedon! And sit down.
Close enough. Let's do this. But same to you. What would you do?
Dude, I'd probably hang around. And
Yeah, just for a little bit.
Well, like, if I just wake up in a theater, I'd probably be like, how did I get here? But
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I got in there somehow. And if I
Right.
just appeared out of nowhere, that's a free movie.
That's a free movie, dude. Okay, look, if you had the opportunity to go to an alternate universe to watch this film and it was made, would you give up? What would you have to give up? We'll say, would you give up a fresh pair of headphones? And we're talking like Apple iPhone headphones, right?
Mm.
So would you pay another crisp, say about $30 to $40 for a new pair of Apple Buds, sir? And I don't even know how expensive they are now that they're only Bluetooth, because that's a smart decision.
Oh, geez, you don't want to know.
We'll say, would you pay a crisp $50 to see this movie? Dude, it's crisp. I really emphasize that.
No, I honestly, I don't think I'd pay $50 to see a movie once.
$30.
Uh,
And you can look. Okay, wait. $40, but you can also bring the DVD back.
Okay, yeah.
$40, but you can bring the DVD back. There you go.
Yeah.
I would also do the same.
Yeah, that works.
But heck yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Alright, well, guys, if you enjoyed this, absolutely please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Smash that dadgum like... No, just gently caress it, please.
Guys, if you liked it, like it. If you didn't, don't hit the dislike button.
Don't hit the dislike button. Even though it doesn't really do anything, does it?
No, but it just hurts our feelings, so just don't do it.
Yeah, so it'll just kind of, like, make us sad in our hearts. And
Yeah.
we'll just be like, hey... Why?
Like, it'll just ruin our day. Just don't do it.
It'll just kind of destroy us inside and make us emotional wrecks.
Instead, just hit that nice like button.
Just hit that dadgum like... No, okay. But yeah, guys, if you want to be updated whenever we upload, subscribe here on YouTube or follow us. The channel, you can follow the channel on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Heroic Power ENT. Now, my good buddy here, Chase, aka my cousin, so I'm kind of stuck with him.
He has no choice in the matter.
I don't. We're business partners for life now because I don't have that big of a heart to say, like, hey, I'm letting you go. So, guys, if you enjoyed Chase's commentary, please follow him on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Chase.Galleon or Chase.Galleon1, and you can follow me at Captain J Sachi on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Had to let it out there. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening. For Heroic Power Entertainment, I am Joseph,
And I am Chase.
thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.